Plus, most importantly, I wish I didn't do another plus there.
Also,
I'm just going to say,
parentheses plus.
plus plus.
Welcome to Court Captains, a volleyball podcast.
Where we talk all things Major League Volleyball.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Ian, and today we're talking Season 3 preview, wrapping up all the stuff before the season begins. But before that, guys, we got a sponsor.
Yeah, this episode of Court Captains is brought to you by Volley, a new app for pro volleyball lovers providing live statistics of Major League Volleyball teams and players. Volley has complete game schedules, streaming providers, and live play-by-play tracking, plus chat rooms for every game. And most importantly for this week, fantasy volleyball. Volley offers the first contract-based fantasy game built from the ground up for professional volleyball in the U.S. No drafting, you sign players to contracts under a salary cap, virtually. Get your fantasy team put together before first serve on Thursday. Download the Volley app at playvolley.com/courtcaptains.
Sweet. Yeah, if anybody's ever done like Premier League soccer fantasy, if you're continental like that, similar format where you end up with like people have a lot of the same players on their teams because the pool is smaller, the scoring pool is smaller, but it's pretty fun. So
Yeah. You going to put a fantasy team together, Ian?
man, I don't know. My classic
There's fantasy
team name.
chatting too in the app, so you got to trash
What?
talk over there.
Oh, okay. So you can chat in the fantasy league. I thought it was like role-playing chats. Or it's like
No.
pretend that I'm a volleyball player. and I
I'm
come on
Brittany
here and I chat.
Abercrombie.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't think so. It's just,
All right.
trash talk
All
standard.
right. That makes sense.
All right. Well, for this episode today, we're doing our season 3 preview. We've got
Yes.
general news to talk about first, both within MLV and some LOVBuh details.
Now, real quick, last year we were like, it's season 2 of the PVF. So is now season 1 of the MLV? How are we referring? What do we
I said
say?
season 3, bro,
Season 3 of
where everything's the same
Yeah.
except the name.
Well, see, that's like, we're in Chicago. The Bears have only won one Super Bowl, but they won a bunch of NFL championships that we still claim from the pre-Super Bowl era. So we're just bringing all the PVF stats with us.
Oh,
Totally. It's just a new era.
Exactly.
that was a
It's a
great
new era
analogy.
of volleyball.
I love
It's a
it
new
when
era.
we have to relate things back to football.
But can we
How
also
could we
like
really
is
know
it
what was
not
going on?
real? Is it not real volleyball anymore though?
Right. Now,
Is that
I don't think
a
it's
ta-
real anymore.
They don't
Right.
have that as the
It's
tagline.
major.
It's major.
It's
It
major.
is major.
It's
Okay.
not minor.
No.
And if you thought it was
It's not
minor,
real.
it's not.
Get
It's major.
out of here.
It's not.
It's not. So season 3. I'm saying season 3, guys.
Season 3. I think I agree. You're right.
There's no reason to continue
We don't need
to
to drop-
perpetuate any myths.
We don't need to
about
drop
a
the
murder.
lore, the previous lore,
Drop the previous lore. It's all building, okay? All right, well, we're going to talk about first, before we talk about the future, we're going to talk about the past, and that is the Orlando Valkyries' performance in the World Club Championships, which we talked about quite a bit as like an upcoming thing.
leading up to it. Yeah.
And leading up to it, yes. And we did get a chance to watch a couple of the matches. Some of them were extremely early,
Yeah.
and I missed those.
Yeah.
But I saw some stats and I saw some highlights because Volleyball World was posting about it, and it was pretty cool. So it was good to see all the scores. We did watch the one that was at a time that made sense for us Central Time people was against Italy's team. And opportunity for corrections corner, it's me pronouncing Conegliano wrong. And I did a lot of research to make sure after we put out the episode.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
It's really important to fact check yourself once it's already out there.
Yeah.
And
That's what
here's
the big podcasts do,
You think they're
It's what
taking
the
time in the
professionals do.
newsroom to figure this shit out?
No. I did do a lot of research for this episode, though, but I don't always research the pronunciations. And for those of you who have been along with us for a while, Corrections Corner is often pronunciation check, okay?
Yeah.
So this is This is
later.
our Italian friend Alex. Shout out Alex.
Yes.
Pronouncing the team for me / the place.
Conegliano.
With a little giggle after. Okay, there's no glee. I was pronouncing the G, and I took Italian for a year.
For a year?
101. We got to that.
You should be fluent.
It didn't stick, that pronunciation. So Conegliano. Okay. That's my first corrections corner. My second one is a little more detail, sort of a correction on this Prosecco thing. Because they're one of the best volleyball teams in the whole world. And I think that it makes sense for us to know more about Prosecco. So the Prosecco DOC is a unique brand of Prosecco. This is per Italian Alex. He said, consider this. Champagne, Prosecco DOC, Prosecco, Brut, sparkling wine.
I get that.
From top quality to bottom quality.
Wow.
So
everyone take notes.
Take notes on this. You're getting culture, okay?
This is good.
So it is a brand. They sponsor this team. They've got money. They pay those players lots of money. So that's a little bit of Italian facts for you.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you,
From our
Alex.
Italian correspondent.
Correspondent from Milan. Okay, now let's talk about the volleyball. Did we remember our reactions from the match? Either
At
about
first-
Orlando, about the level, about our feelings on the other teams, anything at all.
I mean, at first watching Orlando, it seemed like you were noticing there were levels to the international club game that we haven't reached, perhaps fairly obviously, in the third year of MLV.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like they got better, obviously, over time in the tournament and like settled in a little bit.
Oh yeah, they won one match, the
Yeah.
third
Yeah.
match when they played the team,
Team from Egypt.
Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Which I think that it was a tough draw in the first place to get the best Italian team and one of the best Brazilian teams in this pool. Like, I think that everyone knew that was going to be a tough thing to handle.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they got embarrassed,
No, I don't think so.
but it did look. I remember feeling very surprised, though, that the Italian team left their A squad in the whole match. I was
Yeah.
like, take the chance, because it didn't look close. There was a big gap.
There was like
Pretty much the
they
whole
were
set.
holding with them for the first half of the match, and then the Italian team just like pulled
Ran
away, and
away.
it was just like handled it.
Yeah.
Totally.
And that's
For
what it
the
felt
first
like
part of each set. Yeah.
Yeah, they were scoring decently in all those sets, but yeah, it always felt like if they had to, Prosecco had stuff that they could go to then when they made sure they wanted to close the set out. So
Yeah. I thought we could look at the stats. Like, I definitely recall, though, that Brittany Abercrombie was producing quite a lot, and they were going to her
Yeah.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
I thought Orlando's passing didn't make it so that they had a lot more options, especially
Yeah.
not options in the middle.
To me, passing was like I felt like Prosecco
First touch.
like they had a perfect pass every single time.
A perfect pass every time. And even the first touch on defense, I would always be like, how did anyone get over there? Like, it was a reading the attack masterclass for
It
sure.
also helps that their block is huge.
And that's the other big difference is that their block is, I think, way bigger, like at that level.
Yeah.
well, and I
Another
think
thing-
right, like early on, I texted you guys that just like there's so much more like quick middle shit being run
Yeah. We
by
were
those
not really
teams
getting
than
our
we see in the
middles involved.
BVF. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. The other thing, just to note on that, and I do feel like I saw an improvement from Orlando over time, even if it wasn't necessarily reflected in it kind of was reflected in the scores against Brazil. They got up to 20 a time or two in the sets. And obviously they beat the Egyptian team. But a thing to note is that certainly this Italian team, and I think Brazil as well, they've been playing together in matches since early October.
Right.
And Orlando
Yeah.
got together a week before this
Yeah.
To do a little
Yeah.
training camp.
happened.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
that contributes in a big way as well. Would it have been a different outcome? if Orlando had been playing together longer. I don't necessarily think so.
Yeah, I
but
would have loved to see Shampoo out there.
that for sure. That they
Yeah.
were missing her, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean, and what we saw was like a team that had never played with either one of those setters before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
or
That seems like a hard
consistently.
environment to figure that out in
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
for the
But
first
honestly,
time.
proud of them. What a fun
Yeah.
thing that they got to go do.
Absolutely.
Super
All things
cool.
considered, a very good time.
I
The
hope.
news
I
about
think it
next
elevates
year.
the game. If
Yeah,
I'm
say
being
I hope.
honest.
I hope
Do you think so?
they get to
Yeah.
do it again next year.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that'd
they
be
do.
awesome.
So the rumor, well, I actually don't. I think it got upgraded into an announcement. That happens. Rumors. I think this is official. There is going to be allegedly a Mexican pro league next year,
Sick.
and FIVB gave that winning team the berth for next year's club.
They'll take away the spot for the North American. Yeah.
I sure think so. I think that's going to be the North American.
Well,
slot
really,
for
that
next
means
year.
like we need to get a North American regional tournament going.
Exactly. And hey, that's our official request to.
Yeah.
I don't know who will run that. Somebody run that. But no, I think they already officially, FIVB was like, the Mexican team gets it. So maybe for 2027. Okay. Anything else on that?
No, it was cool.
It was cool. Okay. Second piece of news. The All-Star match for the Major League Volleyball 2026 season. It has a date, if you can believe it.
Whoa.
Can.
I know. And the date is Saturday, March 28th. It even has a time. I think it's noon Eastern
Where
and it
is
will
this
be-
All-Star match?
in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, okay.
And it will be broadcast on CBS again. So
That's cool.
Nice.
that's locked and loaded. Thank you very much to the league for listening to our request last year
Yeah.
about getting it on the calendar.
Another successful request from our pod. Heard by the league.
Another successful implementation.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and take credit for that for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. So that's good. I will not be able to attend. I will be at a wedding in Florida, but I can't. I can't do both. So
Where in Florida, though?
a key.
One of the keys.
One of them. I don't know. I'm not telling you which key. It's too small. I'm freaked out by the keys. Why are they so narrow? You can see water everywhere. I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna get
Nikki
that. I'm
finding
gonna
out
get
about
that phobia.
islands.
I'm gonna get that phobia with islands. I just look at it on a map and I'm like already freaking out.
This is insane.
But I can't go. But if any of y'all want to go, I can hit some
don't
people
know.
up. Let me
I
know.
don't know if I can go to that wedding. We'll see.
Right. Ian, you're so funny.
Oh, Ian.
All right, so that's happening. Cool stuff. Another general news update. LOVBuh is copying us.
Oh.
God.
They
What's
announced a Northern California. I think they officially said San Francisco. They announced a San Francisco team for 2027. And this is now the second team that they've announced. Their second expansion from the 6 teams that they've had for year 1 and 2. So in year 3, they have 2 expansion teams coming, and both of them are in places where I can with confidence say, based on our sources, that they knew already that MLV was going to have a team there. That they already had owners established. We talked about this last time. In the case of Minnesota, both MLV and LOVBuh went to those owners and said, we'll have you in our league. And Minnesota said, no, we would prefer MLV's model. And then for this Northern California team, what we've said on this podcast before, we believe that that ownership group or parts of that ownership group are the only connection that the Omaha Supernovas owner brought over in the merger. That's the only thing we believe has been merged, so to speak, is that connection. And that was announced even in January of 2025 as Northern California being, or Sacramento being a team.
Yeah.
So we can see from news updates and from what's out there in the world that both of those were established as MLV before LOVBuh announced theirs. And then they just like got their stuff together and were like, cool, we'll put them there.
Yeah. Well,
That's my interpretation of what's going on here.
that's, you know, competition, capitalism,
It's just such an interesting
economics.
approach.
Yeah.
There are so
Yeah,
many cities in this country that we live
I
in.
know. I know. Like, go to Denver.
Right. Anybody?
Go to, I know we're
Anywhere in
like
the East
MLB is going
Coast?
to have a Kansas City one, but Kansas City's a good option.
I don't know if Kansas City's going to end up happening, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
They've just been radio silent on that, and I wonder if the ownership kind of went away.
Mm.
But
Or they switched to LOVBuh.
yeah, I haven't heard that. It could be.
Yeah. That's just my speculation.
You're just asking the questions
Stirring the
that
pot.
beg to be asked.
I'm just
But
asking
yeah,
questions, man.
just asking questions.
Hey, I'm just asking questions.
Said in that specific tone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the update there. I don't know what that's about. They have LA as well. I think that's the only other one they've announced versus MLV has announced DC.
LA is an interesting choice. I wonder where they're going to play.
Yeah, and I mean,
I
I
don't
guess I don't know. Like, I guess if they're just focused on like the clubs, the local clubs, maybe they don't see it
Right.
as like, they're not basing it on that.
True.
But I
Yeah.
don't know. It's
True.
I mean,
weird.
they have clubs everywhere, so they can just
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Oh, sounds good. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it there.
yeah. That's your daily dose of love, but I do have one update on what happened with the freshman class. Always, every year, speculation about which NCAA players are going to go to which space. LOVBuh, MLV, will they get drafted? Will they go abroad? Right? We're going to talk about that since we have more information since late November. But the freshman class heartbreakers that are my heartbreakers that decided to go to LOVBuh are Ifena Kasakpala, Eva Hudson. We thought Eva Hudson was going to go to LOVBuh. And those are two people who got drafted. Logan Lednecki from Texas A&M also went LOVBuh. Those are the three that I'm sad about. The non-heartbreakers slash just like, I don't know much about them, are Julia Hansen, Bailey Miller, Maya Sands. I've heard of them, but good luck, girls. And finally, Toilet Paper USA girl, Rebecca Alec. No issues there. See ya.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Bye. And so, for some of them, I think really the heartbreakers, I would say, could get some time on the court. But I don't know. There's a lot of speculation about why people choose what and what the perception is among players. I think that what we've heard
Money.
is that it's a better level.
It's money.
I don't know if it's money, though.
I mean,
Because
from what you guys
how
are
do you-
saying, like,
It's Team USA looks.
yeah, sure.
They think that they'll
Oh.
get looked at by that when they're in this network, and
Yeah.
there are the Team USA head coach is literally one of the coaches of the teams of Austin, I
Yeah.
believe. I think that there is a belief that like I'll be surrounded by a lot of very good players because the level is higher.
Yeah.
I'll learn a lot, and maybe I'll get a look for Team USA. And I think the money could be comparable at that for that level
Yeah.
of rookie.
Yeah. Probably.
Well, and it seems like so much of it from what you guys have talked about too, is like it's still small enough that like so much of it is just relationships, like coaches you've had and trainers you've had and who they know and who they can get you in contact with. And
Yeah. Speaking of that, the Texas A&M coach allegedly has not really has been telling his players go LOVBuh or go abroad, don't go MLV, and he used to work for Love. So,
mm,
That seems
Vertical integration.
irresponsible.
I don't know. That's what people are saying. He used to work for Love. He's got connections there. Obviously, he informed Ifena Kasakpala and Logan Lednecki, two of his highest performing seniors. They both went.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not saying like we don't know that MLB is the right choice. Right? We
it's-
like
Yeah.
for especially for these people in their specific circumstances, but that is pretty wild for the coach to say don't go to this league when like there are many happy people there.
Totally.
You know, like you're not hearing horror stories. Like,
Right.
that's pretty wild.
It's
But
odd. It's very odd. Um, but okay. I think that's it
all
on
right.
LOVBuh updates. The last general update that I have is that Gina Mancuso started a podcast, who is a Nebraska player who then went to Omaha Supernovas in the first year. She was one of their franchise players their first year, so helped with her connections. She's a multi-year pro prior to Omaha. And then, if you remember, she was only in for a couple weeks on the team, and then they did a big announcement because she got pregnant. So then she stayed on with the team kind of in an almost coaching capacity, and then year 2 she was an assistant coach.
Mm-hmm.
And now year 3, she's like a business development person for the Supernovas. So she's like a year-round employee of them. It's her and a guy who claims to be like a Supernovas fan.
A fan on a pod?
I love you saying
Who would
claims
do
to be a
this?
fan.
I'm just
be a
saying I don't
fan.
know. He
How do
can
we-
be a fan, but I'm saying
Yeah.
he doesn't
Show us the
claim to be
receipts.
anything else.
How do we? Yeah, how do we?
guy,
prove-
I think,
how do
is
we
what I
prove
mean.
that
There's
he's
one
a
thing-
fan?
I've had enough of. It's just like fucking bald white dudes that don't know anything about volleyball. Coming on the
Ian,
internet.
totally.
Ian, tell me about
Totally.
it.
You're on my corner, bro.
Get off my turf. Tell him that. DM him. I don't know his name. He's just a fan. I don't know how you'll find him. I just mean he's not like a. I don't.
Google Omaha
He's just a
Supernovas
guy.
fan.
I think he's just a guy. Okay,
Just a guy. Aren't all guys just guys?
they're just guys.
Just guys.
Here are my overall feelings. I did unfortunately listen to all of it because I think that I'm gonna have to now, so that I can understand.
Get a read on the competition.
No, but that's the thing. I wanted it to be competition, and it just seems like an Omaha mouthpiece.
Nikki,
Like-
you
I
gotta be
listen to
careful
some.
there.
Listen.
State media,
If
bro.
anybody else, come on, start talking about this. I've been waiting. We're
Yeah.
45 episodes in.
Or
Anybody
just,
else want
you
to
know
talk about
what?
the league?
You know what? One of the other teams pay us, dude. What the fuck?
Well, see, wait. Here's where
you
I'm
could just be an
gonna.
employee of the team.
You could be an employee of the team and then talk about what the team wants you to talk about, or you could not get paid by any teams and actually have non-biased opinions.
You could get paid
Yeah.
by the Volley app. To download the Volley app, please download.
Yeah, dude. Sick.
Hey, make sure you get the right link in there. That's playvolley.com/courtcaptains. Okay,
Mm.
that's
Put the
where you
link
have
in
to
the
download it.
description. Yeah.
I will. Don't worry, I will.
Link in the description, guys.
Okay, overall feelings about this 30-minute podcast that I listened to. One, I'm happy to hear perspectives of players and ex-players.
Yeah, most
She gave some
definitely.
good context and some honest feedback about like the current level of MLV, the pay, the fact that players are still interested in playing abroad, and like the pros cons of those opportunities. We've talked about all of those things pretty consistently through our interviews of players to understand that perspective. Like that's important to me. And especially recently, coach/global volleyball goat Alicia Childress had opinions on that. That was good. I like to talk about those things. Here are my quotes that I got pissed about. Okay. And this harkens back to like that. It sounds like it's what Omaha as an organization wants to put out there in terms of the narrative of what's going on or what's been going on. Kind of late, but anyway. She said, she talked about the announcement of the MLV launching, which, by the way, all her dates were wrong. That's fine. Been there. Like I said, we don't fact check before we say anything. So no problem, girl. But she said like the announcement was in March, middle of the season. I remember it being in January.
Yeah, it was in January.
She said that like the notice of the announcement of the merger was in October. I think that was August, July. It was summer, I think.
I don't know. When did we release an episode about it?
I think we did in August. But see, look, I didn't even check. So no problem. No worries. But she was referring to that announcement about MLV happening and Omaha going to play in MLV, right? Pre-MLV. And she said, it, quote, put a target on the Omaha Supernovas back. Everyone wanted to beat us. And it's just like, why? Like, we're just trying to elevate the sport.
Well,
Yeah, that's when
I
I
can
stopped
tell you
listening.
why, Gina. Okay. Everyone was pissed that you left to go to another league after just winning one championship. And so, yeah, you did kind of have a target on your back. People did want you to lose.
Yeah.
For that
And
reason, though, not for any other.
right, it was not because you won the championship. Obviously, that puts a target on your back. Like that's the fun of competition.
Right. Also,
That
by the
is
way, in the background of their setup, they have the PVF Champions 2024 sign.
hell yeah.
It's like huge. So
Good.
like that's why,
We can put that
bro.
up.
We could do.
No, but
That
but to elevate what you didn't leave to go to the MLV to elevate the sport. That's what we know that's not true.
yeah, she said, quote, "It was very misunderstood. It was misinterpreted what our purpose and goal was, which was to make sure this league is long lasting, high quality, and the
You
most
left the
professional.
league.
But you left.
The
Yeah.
quickest way to make it not long lasting is for you to go somewhere else.
At the first chance.
Well, and it's
Also
like,
somewhere else that doesn't exist yet.
yeah, and
Let's
it's
not
only
forget that.
misunderstood because
That's
like
weird.
the team didn't say that at the time
Yes.
either. Like, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Essentially, what I don't really blame her for is that like she's a part of this organization. So she's just
And I'm
saying
sure they're
what
saying
she believes.
right. And
It
they're
was.
telling them things, right?
Because of what her bosses say, right?
Yeah.
Because of what. So, like, I think that it's important for me not to get like mad at that person.
Totally.
Also, the players wanted to beat Omaha because
That was the
they
team
won.
they were playing.
They felt
the
like
fans wanted Omaha to lose because we were mad at the ownership.
yes.
Well, especially Nikki.
Yeah.
Just me, really. I want, but other people really were like,
Yeah.
I was very excited.
I mean, it's like,
I'm so
but yeah, they
excited.
want to beat you because you're a good team.
But
Like,
they
Yeah,
want to
like,
because you're a good
They
team.
want to
that's-
beat you because that's the team that
because
is on
that's how
their schedule.
sports work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the point of playing the game is that
Yeah.
you want to beat the other team.
Beat the good
Yeah.
team. And also every time we talk to people or not even us, other people talked about like what's it like to play in Omaha's gym. Everybody's like, it's amazing. We're having a
Yeah.
good time. So it's like no one's
Yeah.
coming at it with it's something that maybe coaches or the organization built up as a narrative.
Right.
I think
to
is my
drive,
hypothesis.
right? Yeah.
To say there's a target on your back because we're the best
Yeah.
organization in this
Which
league
is
and
also-
we're leaving.
What you do, right. It's like what you almost had it, right? Like,
Yeah.
that is how you
Well,
motivate a team that
yeah,
is the
and it
best
is-
in the league.
Totally.
It is, well, and it's also like one of the most annoying things in sports when the maybe richest team with the most fans, who is the best, tries to pull the like nobody
We're the
believes
underdogs.
in us
Yeah.
bullshit. Like if the
Mhm.
Yankees or if any of those teams pull that shit,
Yeah.
Mhm.
it's just annoying. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off. You won the
Yeah.
championship. You've got a fucking packed gym that's awesome. It's very loud.
Yeah.
Like,
You have
people are-
sponsors out the ass. You have every car wash wants
Every-
to put their name on your court.
Every car wash.
Which yeah, like that's
Everyone's cars are so clean.
like that's good for the league. I think that people
course.
being invested in that way, but it doesn't seem like then leaving the league would be, and it
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
Like
move.
fuck, maybe it was the plan is like, listen, we're gonna create our own league, and then but it's really like a head fake, and then PVF's
I think
we're
it
gonna
could have
come
been.
back into the league and give them this name and change some of the ownership structure, but that would only be misunderstood because nobody fucking said that. So like,
Right.
why? Of course, that would be misunderstood.
That's the only
It
way
was
that there
actually
could be a misunderstanding.
correctly understood because nobody said that was happening or that was the goal of this
Yeah.
this thing.
Well,
Which, yeah,
and
I
here,
don't know.
my last quote to get pissed about is that she said, here's what she said what happened. Quote, all that happened was a refinement. We took the PVF and the MLV ideas to merge the two to elevate even more. Ma'am, nothing changed about this league. Everything is the same.
Well,
It's the same
nothing
people.
that faces
It was
us.
just money in
Yeah.
the back.
Right. Nothing
Yeah,
that
so,
happens,
like,
nothing
to
that
act
faces
like
us.
This is about maybe you can say that for the players, right? Like I don't know what the contract structures are. I don't know any of that, what the guarantees are. But like explain that to me then.
I
Because
mean,
like
is
all I
is
see is what I'm consuming as a fan of the league.
is MLV a better name?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm down. But like they don't
But
even
I don't know,
but
man.
like yeah, the ABA
I
brought
really
about a
don't think.
3-point shot. We should have like the what was the thing that LoveBuh does? The like, hey, uh, just so you know, this or was that Athletes Unlimited? Just so
No,
you know,
no,
this
it was
this
LOVBuh,
one's
and it was only at tournament at the like
oh, okay.
in season tournament.
They're like,
The
psych, this
super
point is worth
point.
7 points.
The super point. I
That
think
was
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
crazy.
That's like
Yeah,
stuff I would
no.
do in the yard as a kid. It's like actually, if you score last, you win, and then I knock my sister over and I'd score, and it's like, I won.
Yeah. I don't and that's the thing. When they do then come out and tell us what happened, it's these corporate nonsense all that happened was a refinement
A
And
refinement
an
to elevate.
elevation. Yeah.
to elevate even more. What do you mean? All of the ownership of the other teams is the same. It's the
Yeah.
same people. They're continuing to operate with their teams the way that they're trying to push their businesses forward, make little adjustments within their markets. On the league level, yes, there are some things that could have changed. I think that the big thing that would have changed anyway, frankly, is that now we're on this salary cap, salary structure.
Yeah.
Every single year, something has changed a little bit about the salaries with this league. So I'm not convinced that that was an MLV pushed thing.
Well, yeah,
Based
but
on
it
our
is a
sources,
refinement.
but it's a refinement, and based
Indeed.
on our sources and based on what we know, this was a branding change to satisfy a mean, selfish owner.
Yeah.
Well, and like
Yep.
I'm used to that stuff in sports, right? Like that's fine.
Because owners are
People
horrible.
people do that shit. Like that
Hmm.
that happens in whatever, beyond sports and business. But like don't then tell me that like I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
for you. Like whatever. I get that
Give us
there's
some
shit going
credit.
on behind the scenes in the league. Like it's been weird. There's always stuff going on.
Hmm.
But yeah, just say that like there were
Yeah.
some disagreements about how it was going to be run from the top,
Hmm.
and they were settling that amongst themselves. But they
That
weren't
would have
thinking,
been a more clear.
"Damn you, this isn't right for the sport of volleyball. We're
Yeah, it's
leaving."
crazy. It's crazy. Final two reactions to this episode. There is no quicker way to get on my shit list than to talk bad about the WNBA.
Wow.
Oh,
And I don't know if you got there. It was
I
a
don't think
it was a long thing about comparing them, and the W's been around for 28 years, and what's their attendance like. Stop it. I don't care. There's no way that we're going to elevate women's sports,
I don't know.
refine our
Let's start
elevation,
tearing down other women's sports.
if we
What- wait,
tear
so-
down other women's sports.
yeah. What did she say bad about it though? Just like that they don't have good numbers, or
Well, she was saying that volleyball is the best women's sport,
Oh.
and
Oh.
that like the attendance and the evidence for that is that the attendance of volleyball matches in this league is better than the W was for 28 years. And that's not even really true, because if you know about the history of the W, there was like a big jump in
Yeah.
attractiveness of that league and success of that league
Lisa
and
Leslie era.
attendance in the late 90s into the early thousands. Is that right?
Yeah.
And then all of this politics happened with the men's NBA and ownership structures, and it got put in a backseat again. And now we're having a resurgence, mostly because of players that
social media,
did
right?
big things. Yeah, did big things in their college seasons. And in large part, we can give a lot of credit to Unrivaled, I think, in continuing the interest of that sport. But I certainly don't think that anyone, we don't need to, as
Date.
women's sports
Yeah.
fans, we don't need to like jump into the conversation with
Also,
which
hey
women's
man.
sport
Yeah, they're
is
not like
better.
mutually exclusive either. Like,
Also,
You can
yeah, not
you
to
can
get
watch
all
them all,
fucking
and people do.
yeah.
yeah, and not to get all like materialist on us here, but like who fucking knows what the world of watching women's sports would be like without 30 years of the W. Like
Yeah.
making
Exactly.
women's sports more of a thing on TV.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You could say that with the U.S. women's national team in soccer winning the World Cup. Like
Yeah.
all of that raises the level of people being down to
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
sports. So it just
Totally.
seems
Yeah, you got to give
stupid.
credit where credit's due.
Yeah, it just
Mhm.
seems stupid to try and like parse that historically. They're not competing
Right.
with each other in
No.
that way. Like
Yeah.
people watch sports and they watch other sports. It's not. So yeah, that seems
Yeah.
lame.
Mm.
I will end on a high. Okay. Pro, con, pro. And on a high. Her very first comment on LOVBuh was, it's entirely different, centralized ownership. Love buys youth clubs. It's another avenue of revenue for them. So thank you, Gina.
Yep. That's what we say.
Thank you, Gina, for
We're keeping the company line.
Well, and also like
advertising.
the other
And that's
pro
probably
too,
what Omaha's saying. So everybody's
Yeah.
clear. We're in on that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. We have
the other
same
pro I think is
opinions.
like even if I'm down to hear from employees of teams.
Hell yeah.
Like I want to
No,
know
me too.
more
Give us
information.
something.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so like there is info there that is valuable and good and interesting. So
And
yeah,
that's why I'm
down.
probably going to have to listen to this podcast all year.
On the Volley app? Do they have it on the Volley app podcast
It honestly
section?
might be. Guess what? We're on the Volley App
Oh
podcast
my
section.
God.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's kind of cool
It is.
and fun.
So, gosh, I hope this doesn't alert them to put it on there, but it's probably
They
good.
should- I
a
mean, they
good
should.
thing.
You should.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's where I'll listen to it.
Hey,
Okay.
you know, people can listen to both podcasts, just like people can watch the WNBA
Absolutely.
and MLB.
No, totally. That's a
Indeed.
really good point.
And, you know, just because we paved the way
Yeah. Just
For
because
28
yeah,
years.
for
we're the
28
Cheryl
years.
Miller of volleyball podcast just because of that.
Let's talk about season 3. Let's talk about rosters.
Yes.
I believe it was Kelly who said, "Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath." Was that your
I don't know.
violent
I might have
quote?
said it.
I
It kind of sounds like something I would say.
And it was a bloodbath. It was. We're not going to go through every team, but I have a lot of updates since we last talked after draft day. So first, the draftee experience by the numbers.
Mm.
There were 32 draftees. 25 are still with us in the league.
That's pretty good.
Nice.
Probably shouldn't have said still with us because that's like, living.
Yeah.
They're all alive.
Well, you know, when they leave, they're dead to us.
they're
So
Yeah.
dead to us.
Get out. 2
of them went to LOVBuh. They're definitely dead to us. I mentioned that already. 3 are still studying. 2 came to camp and were waived. So that's pretty good.
by
some
still
big
studying, do you mean they
headlines.
just haven't signed yet? There hasn't been
Correct.
announced
They
that
have
they've
not.
signed?
They have not signed. So first, my thing about Leah Rubin and I don't think you can graduate early from Stanford. I think that's too hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
So I don't think people do that.
Stanford's
Yeah.
No, we're good.
Right. We're good on that. The other 2 were the Orlando draftees, Henke and Leverett, and they are still doing their masters. So I don't know what's gonna happen, if they will graduate in the spring and then come, or if the rights get waived. I don't by Orlando, right? Because Orlando has all of the people that they need. So I don't know what's gonna happen there, but I know that they're still studying. So TBD on them. Atlanta, okay? The big headline here is that you recall that Atlanta had a shit ton of people on their roster.
Yeah.
They had 23 when we talked last time. They have been cutting a lot of people, and I will tell you about that. But they signed Maddie Walk, Texas A&M champion setter. So I guess she got away from their head coach and said,
Yeah. She rebelled.
no, we're done. Everything's fine. Maybe he gave her his blessing. I'm not saying that he didn't. Okay. We mentioned that before. I just wanted to say it. And the big switch there was that they waived Mac Pedraza, who
Whoa.
was a setter she was, I think, a backup for Grand Rapids in year 1. She was a backup for Omaha, but was getting time last year. She played in the semifinals last year. Waived. Okay. Atlanta also signed Phoebe Awalai, who was one of my favorite players on Omaha last year, who also got some time in the playoffs and really impressed me. She was playing in Portugal recently, but I think she's coming over, back over for this season. So those were the two new, so they added more, and then they had to cut more. So they waived Lexi Almodovar, which is funny that I tripped up on this last time too, because it's not like 100% my fault. They spelled it on the transactions page Aldomovar.
Aldomovar.
But it's Almodovar. Almodovar. So, tough for me, tough for the people who do the transactions page. If we had to do it, Dear MLV, it would be like, please, can someone continue to raise the bar on the transactions page? It's not Excel anymore, Kelly.
I know, but they made it worse.
It's worse. No, it's bad.
We don't have the reasons anymore.
Yeah, it's not. And the spelling isn't good. Okay, so she signed in August, and then got waived after training camp. Shaylee Myers, drafted number 16, was waived. Roster players from last year, Taya Beller and May Pertovsky, were waived in favor of this year's draftees. So the 2nd pick, Ava Martin, the 7th pick, Avery Carlson, and the 21st pick, Jackie Moore. And Atlanta had 6 draft picks this year. That included Eva Hudson and Ifena Kosik-Paula. So a lot of shakeups there. They are currently at 16, so they should be fine. Orlando waived Abby Hansen and MK White, as well as Gabby Benda, who seemed to be mostly there for the club championships. That setter, she was playing for Champu. In favor of holding spots and signing the number 6 pick, Brie Kelly, number 13, Colby Neal. And I mentioned before, number 24 and 31, Henke and Leverett are finishing their masters.
Okay.
I also will say, I saw that Amy Pauley posted a story that was like, I have some middles who want some contracts from Christmas. Can anybody?
Oh,
Is anyone interested? And I'm sure that was like to her broader global network. But it seemed like maybe that was even talked about ahead of club championships. Like it seemed like everyone was up to date on what was happening there, and that she's trying to find them spots. But that's a bummer. Dallas officially signed Mimi Collier, so everyone can take a deep breath there. There were rumors. These are unsubstantiated, okay? This is from the depths of hell that is Volley Talk. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm talking about. That message board from 1994. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So
it's not a blog. Message board.
Message board. So people were on there, and they were saying that Mimi Collier was held up signing because, again, unsubstantiating. I'm just stirring the pot here. Okay. I'm
just asking questions. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm just asking questions in the form of statements.
Yeah.
She was being talked to by both Love and MLV initially. She said to Love, I want to be in Madison or nowhere. Love said, no, we don't know where we'll put you. We don't necessarily want to put you in Madison. She said, okay. She told MLV, I'm good to go. She gets drafted first. Love sees that. They come back to Mimi and they go, we'll give you Madison.
Wow.
Now, I say that I like competition. But boy, is that nasty.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it happened.
Yeah, we don't know.
But she
Allegedly.
did end up signing. It was a little late, but she ended up signing. It was like a couple weeks after the national championship. A week after? No.
I would love to know.
I would love to know. So if anybody knows, Mimi, send us a DM. Let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We won't talk about it if you don't want to, but we just want to know. No, just kidding. Okay,
so interesting. So she said Madison or no? Oh, look, again,
because she's at Wisconsin.
We don't know. We don't know if this is
just asking
really,
questions.
We're just asking.
We don't know if this is really true. But she said Madison or nowhere, and they said we can't do that. And so she's like, "Fine, I'm gonna go to Dallas."
She said, "Yeah,
Fine,
I guess
I'm gonna
so."
go to the PPF,
but it's like, but it's like,
there's other teams on Love. I feel like
The
maybe
logic
if I could
breaks down
put
of
my.
this conspiracy theory.
But here's the thing: maybe MLV was like, "You're going to go first round, and we're going to get you more money."
True. Yeah.
So then it could come down to money, or then it could come down to
Whereas Love, like they can just like produce money out of thin air, right?
sure.
Probably.
But the other part is that so money, but then also MLV. She's going to play. I think she's going to play.
Oh,
She might not
for
play
sure
on
she will
LOVBuh.
play. I
So
like
that's
her.
what. And also, do you remember? A funny thing talking about Mimi. Do you remember? Do you remember Ian when you were like, she's not the best player in the country, and then she went on like a historical run in the NCAA's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was like up for Player of the Year, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, Ian, she might be
Yeah.
the best player in the country."
Hey, man. You know what? Like, motivating? What can I say?
She heard you.
I was giving the bulletin board material necessary for the historic run.
Yeah, for real.
But I don't know. Yeah, maybe she like wanted MLV for that, but was like, hey, if you can give me this one
Well,
place, I'll pick you. And
Staying at Madison, doesn't like that's her where she is right now. Like that's keeping things consistent with her life. So
Right.
I don't know. It makes sense to me, even
I
if
would
I'm not
blame
really going to
anyone for
play.
that,
At
yeah.
least, totally. So again, we don't know for sure, but that is the tea, and that's what you come here for.
Yep.
it's a teapot.
So Dallas also signed number 9 pick Malia Jones. They waived Elise James. Do you remember that trade? So
No.
Elise
Trades
had been.
in this
Kelly goes,
league
I do not
are
remember.
crazy.
No. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah.
I got you. So Elise signed with Indy in the offseason. Elise McGee is her maiden name. She was on Mojo last year. She got in here and there. She signed with Indy in the offseason. Our sources tell us she asked Indy, hey, can I go home to Dallas? Indy said, sure. So Indy and Dallas traded like a draft pick for Elise.
Wow.
And then Dallas waived Elise.
Whoa.
So...
So is all this happening like a lot of these waiving? Obviously, some of the draft, like the people that are not playing, like they're gone. They didn't go to any training camp, right? But so, like, is this Elise thing? Is this after they've played a little bit?
She was in. I think that preseason started second week of December for most teams.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
she was in the gym.
Okay.
And then their preseason goes all of December with breaks for the holidays.
Got it.
They're back in the gym now, early January. And waves could have happened for Atlanta, it was all December. It was kind of, I think it was like for a coach, like when you know kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Dallas also signed middle blocker Tristan Savage, which is a sick name.
Dope, man.
Totally.
A
a
UCLA
jersey
2000.
seller.
It really is. A UCLA 2022 grad with 3 years of overseas experience.
Nice.
We mentioned Willow Johnson was waived in late November. We might see her
We
later.
didn't mention it. I said that before.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
that was pre-recording chat.
Yeah, I was saying, just rephrase that. We'll cut that.
Yeah,
No, it's
sign
okay.
up for our Patreon to get the warm-up chats.
And get our shit talking before.
Get all of our shit talking out. Because if you can believe it, we do more than is just on this podcast. Okay, Willow Johnson was waived in late November. I feel like now, like this is the third season where she doesn't start day one with the league, but then she comes in.
Yeah.
She did that with Mojo because she was playing in Korea. She did that with Vegas because she was. So, like, I just think we don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
But right now she's waived. Dallas, sadly, did not get Carter Booth. That is a middle blocker from Wisconsin. Just a funny little thing here. LOL, kids. She posted a short-lived TikTok that, like, people didn't believe in her, but now she's packing for the best league in the world. And the rumor was that she was talking to Italian Series A, number 2 team Scandici. Then she took that down because she wasn't signed. I don't know. It was like a thing these kids do. She took it down.
Premature.
And she has since signed with number 7, Busto Arcesio.
All right.
There are 14 teams in that league, so ain't too shabby. But
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Good for her.
good for her is right. So that's all for Dallas. Omaha waived. Okay, wait, sorry. Omaha also had a lot of players. Remember, didn't they have 1 million middles? They had
Yes.
19 when we last talked, and they had 6 middles, plus they drafted a seventh. Okay. So we knew that middles, it was going to be a tough time for them. But they waived Morgan Stout, the Vegas middle blocker from last year.
Wow.
It is a bummer. To which I say, knock, knock, Columbus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Say
You
that
guys have
for
plenty,
everyone.
but do you wanna get in there? Um, so I don't know. That sucks. They also waived Jenna Rosenthal. She's the OG PVF player who is like a franchise player. Can't seem
Yeah.
to find a spot. And then they signed a whole bunch of their draft picks. They still need to cut one person
Oh,
as of this recording, early January, the week
Are
of the
the
before the first
are
week.
they the only team over, or
No, and I'll
Mojo
tell
still?
you, the
Oh,
only team we haven't seen cut anyone is San Diego. So I don't. That must be like that was a
currently we're
plan
4 days
away from
from the first
the
game.
first match, and they have 19 right now. So they need to remove
Missing
three.
3 people. Damn.
Yeah, during the first week, and you know it wouldn't surprise me if Alicia did say like, "This is our full training camp group. I'll make a decision." 2 days before, like that.
Hmm.
ooh, stress.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, all of these teams, as of this recording, have retained 2 draftees. No problem. So we heard that was a rule this year. You have to have two. I have no idea how it's enforced or like if like
Yeah.
what you do if people don't want to put. I mean, I don't know. There's like a lot of weirdness with that, but there aren't any question marks there because everyone has at least two. So we'll see. Oh, sorry. One more thing. Taylor Landfair did end up signing a contract with Indy. She was the one who was like on social media and like in interviews saying she wanted to go abroad. I guess it didn't work out. So
Okay. Well,
maybe we'll
welcome to the league.
welcome to the league and maybe she'll find that in the future. Okay, that's all of the roster updates that I have to share.
Nice.
Nice. We're ready.
Well, thank you. That was a great little recap. I enjoyed
Oh,
that.
thank you. Now I want to know. We want to do our little preview estimations. Who's your top four for this year?
I don't have an order, but
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I can
no,
get
that's a good way to
4.
do it.
Okay.
And
Hit
especially
us with
given
your top
that,
four for the year.
well, especially given that, I mean, everybody remembers my top 4 was right last year, like, so
We all
it's
do
kind of a
remember
lot of
it.
pressure, kind of a lot of pressure.
Sure.
But I think, I don't know, Orlando and Omaha, I think will be there again. But then I went Indy, who, Lekator coming back. They were fun last year. And then I think I'm gonna pick the Mojo too, which I guess is the team
Ooh.
that I'm most kind of intrigued to actually see early season just because they have so many, other than Dallas, which I guess is sort of obvious, have so many just kind of moving pieces right now and don't know what they'll look like. But
So no Atlanta in your top four.
no, no
Just
Atlanta,
observing.
no Grand Rapids.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I
Which some
think that's
listeners of
the.
this podcast will be mad about.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to see Grand Rapids and go to Grand Rapids. What a lovely city with lovely breweries that I'll eat at. But yeah, I don't
No, for
know.
sure. Okay, cool. Kelly, do you have a top four that's different than that? Same than that?
Um, my top four would be, I think, different. Definitely Indy and Omaha. I'm also feeling Mojo. I think
Mm-hmm.
the Marley acquisition is a very interesting thing that could really help them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also just maybe a little bias with Alicia in there as leading them, but we'll see. So what did I say? Okay. Indy, Omaha, and San Diego. And yeah, I'm struggling with my fourth because like I guess maybe this is then would be the same as yours because it's like Orlando, like Brittany is
Yeah.
undeniable. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking is like I was, Atlanta
I
or whatever.
know.
And then it's just like, well, until Brittany Abercrombie loses, it's hard to imagine in my mind like
Yeah.
them not being pretty steady with her.
Right.
Yeah. And I just yeah, and I got to keep Indy in there because I just really like them. Although their situation will be different this year because right they have a different setter, right? Yeah, oh yeah, because
Yeah, it's Mia to
Yeah,
Aniga.
to
Sydney
Aniga.
Hilly is no longer there. So
Mm-hmm.
oh, I guess my list is the same. I'm gonna say Orlando too. All right, there you go. That was
There
not
it
in,
is.
not
What if I was
interesting
like,
or
yeah,
different.
same, honestly?
Same.
Yeah,
Well,
no, what's
so
yours?
I'm just gonna, okay. Omaha feels pretty inevitable. Like,
Yeah.
so, I
Yeah.
mean, like, that's like my top. They have passing, they have setting, they have a very solid all the way around outside, and they
Hmm.
have a million middles. So, like, that feels undeniable. I'm not going to say unfortunately anymore. You know, we're in a new
No.
era,
Yeah, no,
like
I
we've
think we got
mentioned.
to start fresh
We
and
got to
Yeah.
start fresh
be
with that.
okay.
We're on an elevated
Totally.
platform now,
Go
and
Yeah.
Novas.
you know,
I think that like I do fear that there will be a big, and I don't fear this because it's Omaha, but that there will be a big drop off. Like I think they're going to come out really strong,
sure.
and that then there will be more competition in the like 2 to 5 space.
Mm.
Um I really want to like San Diego, but I'm worried about their outsides. And if we've
Yeah.
learned anything from this league, it's that like if you don't
Yeah.
have outsides who are passing really consistently all the time, you're in trouble. I
See,
don't know that they fixed that problem from
I'm
last year.
worried about Orlando's outsides, which is why I didn't really immediately want to pick them.
Right.
Yeah.
But and also a little bit Orlando's like libero group. Like in terms of is that a strong enough group? Are we going to do the two libero thing again? We have like a
Oh yeah.
Teodora Pusic is very experienced, which we saw from club championships. But that passing didn't look. We've seen this team now. Like we've seen those outsides pass. It didn't look like where it might need to be. Although I'm really excited to see Charity play.
Hmm.
Yes.
And then obviously Brittany Abercrombie and her undeniability. Then when I look at Indy, I'm very excited to see Lekator back.
Yes.
I'm excited to see Anna DeBeer at full strength. And I love Ajani Taylor, Cameron
Ajani.
Hanna.
Yeah.
People have been wondering if Cameron Hanna might move back to the outside or be in
Oh.
the mix because I think that she played outside at the beginning of her college season and then was
Uh-huh.
right side towards the end of it. And they're gonna pass really well. Elena Scott is great. So I think that for those reasons, if I just talked about those four, I think that my top four could be Omaha at 1, and then my in the mix
Oh,
next
she's
three.
labeling.
I am well. Then I'm not going to do 2 to 4, 2 to 5 might be kind of jumbly, but I think San Diego and Orlando are in there, and then no, sorry, I'm going to switch it.
I was
I
like, is
think
she just gonna say the same
gonna be
thing?
Orlando
the
and
same.
Indy are in there. Orlando and Indy are in there, but I'm going to say Dallas
Oh, see, I just feel like they're gonna be in a
Interesting.
building.
in a building initial year,
Yeah.
but Indy didn't need it.
You're right.
Well,
Indy
I
came
mean,
out swinging.
yeah, and that's part of what, like, I don't know, looking at Omaha, right, and having Reagan, Cooper, and Brooke seems great, and last year Lecter and Teeler were great, but one injury can change so much of that. But then at the same time, Indy still made the playoffs
Yeah,
once Lecter was injured. So it's
totally.
yeah, I don't know. It's
I'm excited about Dallas because the NVA at setter and then Caitlin Horde in the
Mhm.
middle, as well as I'm like want to see Tristan Savage. Like
I forgot about Natalia.
loves to run her middles, and
I
she
forgot.
already has the relationship with Caitlin Horde.
Yeah.
So I really like that. I think Kylie Murr getting a chance to play libero again
Yeah.
could go well. I
Yeah.
think she deserves to. I was saying last year she deserves to be in that spot somewhere. I think Mimi Collier will play on the outside,
Yeah.
Yep.
and
For
then
sure.
there's so many newer people on the outside that I don't know very well, and so I'm choosing to be hopeful there.
Yeah.
for Dallas. Um,
So
the
no
reason,
Atlanta's.
no, right. So the reason why Atlanta doesn't make it for me is because
Morgan Hens,
no Morgan Hens,
no Marley.
no Marley. I mean, we've still got Leah Edmond.
Yeah.
I think that Pia Timmer, if she's not injured anymore, will probably be their second outside, although you could mix a lot of that up. Rookie of the year, Corey Lewis.
Yeah.
That's true.
I like Raven Colvin, but I just don't know about these setters.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're all newbies.
Yep. We might have to, you know. Well, wait. So your four are
My
Orlando,
four are,
Omaha, Indy, and Dallas.
yes. So
All right.
and you know what? I think San Diego's going to be better than everybody else thinks. Not you, but I think that like San Diego's been toward the bottom for
Yeah.
a couple
Yeah.
years now.
Yeah.
I think
think
they're
it's
going to have a
time.
big storm back for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they make it to top four because they need better passing on the outsides.
Yep.
Obviously, I just want to talk about everybody, frankly. Grand Rapids might surprise me. I love SKT as the setter. Honestly, Cameron Turner was playing setter last year, but SKT is like one of the only couple of players in the league who's had like Team USA experience. But I don't think they fixed problems from last year either, necessarily. And I'm going to go so far as to say same kind of story with Columbus.
Yeah.
Where like they have different people in different spots, but I don't feel like it's like a change of strengths. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
the same weaknesses with new people.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
A lot of
We'll see. I think
people new to the MLV on that team, though. That could be fun.
because you had a question.
Mhm.
I don't know if we're gonna
No, you
formally
can.
answer it, but it was like,
We
what
should.
team do you think is going to have the most wild main character arc? And I feel
Yeah.
like Columbus.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I just like something's got to give. I don't know. Like it's like
Yeah.
last year, like it was like, okay, I'll give it to you. You needed like a weird transition year where you
Mhm.
like didn't have enough players, I think, at some point.
Yeah.
But like time to maybe change up the strategy this year.
I just want them to do well because I think that town loves them.
Yeah, they do. I know.
Like
That market I think does do really well, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah.
They do great. And so like they deserve some good times, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Do you have a wild main character arc team, Ian?
I mean, I guess in my top, I guess it would be the Mojo. Just if they're gonna have the turnaround, that would be my pick, I guess.
It'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see who they cut this week.
Yeah,
Yes.
drama to
Do
start
you-
the season.
Who are you most excited to see live? This
Well,
upcoming-
I mean, we're going to San Diego, so I'm pretty
we're
excited
going
about
to
that.
San Diego.
That'll be fun.
that like in-person San Diego trip will be fun. But in
Mhm.
terms of the first week, watching live on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
I think the Saturday Indy Dallas game
Oh,
is my most fave, just because it'll be Dallas's first game versus the
yeah, their
last
home
new team.
opener.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That'll
You're
be
right.
fun.
That was a good matchup.
Yeah.
I think
Good
for
scheduling.
week one, totally. I think San Diego at Omaha will be really good
That's on the
week
on
one
the YouTube as well.
Yeah.
on the YouTube.
Actually,
Guys,
viewable.
I didn't do the comments much last year. It in like the first 3 weeks, the only stuff that was happening in the live chat was like, what's the difference between this and love?
Yeah.
Just over and over and over.
Yeah.
And so I couldn't do it. So you might not catch me in the live chat,
Damn.
We'll
but
see.
we'll
Internet's
watch.
beaten down. Nikki's.
Yeah. There's
My
always a
spirit.
threshold with
Yeah.
online communities.
Also, the shipping on Roku makes me feel like my grandfather, where I'm like, I have a Roku. Is it on the Roku? Like, what?
How do
What
I
app
get
of the Roku?
it?
And you click and you're like, this says the
Like, what do
women's
you mean?
sports channel.
Like, what do you mean it's on Roku? Everything's on Roku. It has every app.
It's a Roku
Everything's on
TV.
Roku.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Like,
is
what the fuck?
confusing. I agree.
So, yeah, I don't know.
No, I agree. That's how I feel. There's one game on CBS Sports in week 1, and it's Grand Rapids at Atlanta.
Interesting.
So everyone will have to locate where they can get CBS Sports.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
You know what? Here's the thing. When people complain about the mishmash of streamers, it's like this is everywhere now. This is every
Yes.
sport.
It's
Yes.
insane. Need
So
8
I
apps
don't
to
necessarily
watch
feel
all of our
yeah,
favorite sport football that we always talk about.
Absolutely.
You know.
right. Okay, well, first match Thursday, Columbus at Atlanta. We didn't mention it. 6 p.m. on YouTube.
Central.
Did mention, yeah, that's Central. These are all Central. San Diego at Columbus. I'm sorry, San Diego at Omaha at 7. Then Friday is Grand Rapids at Orlando. As Grandpa Ian mentioned, it's on the Roku at 6 p.m. Central. Saturday the 10th, Omaha at Columbus. Whew, that's a really tough one for week 1. That's on YouTube. Same time, Indy at Dallas. Sunday, Grand Rapids at Atlanta on CBS Sports at 3 p.m. Central. Orlando at San Diego at 6 p.m. Central on YouTube. And that's everybody gets a game. Some
Great.
get 2.
That's good.
Yeah.
At
Omaha
least.
gets to start the season 2 games in 3 days.
It's a lot of volleyball.
We're-
Once again,
Right.
I'm just
We're just
thinking
getting
about
started.
San Diego on the plane. I'm just thinking
know.
about
I know.
San Diego on their flights.
Yeah.
But they'll be great.
Soon there will be some West teams more West teams they can play.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I know, because we don't have Vegas this year.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. That's all we
Our
got. Anything
PVF
else?
shirts are becoming just more and more rare
Yeah, they're relics.
every season.
That's why we got them. That's why
Yeah.
I did that. That's why I needed it. Also, this volleyball is not the volleyball anymore.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
they've got the new
the-
one.
The new one is black and white, and it's like still I think
Oh.
Franklin, but like they're not yellow as a branded league
That makes
anymore.
sense.
We don't do
So- I
accent
hate those
colors
volleyballs.
as a society anymore.
Jeez.
I hate playing with them.
Yeah.
I think they're kind of weird, but they're
Yeah.
not yellow anymore.
Not my favorite, but okay.
It's okay. All right. Thanks for listening to Court Captains, a volleyball podcast. Please give us 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and like and subscribe on YouTube if you like what you're hearing. Support small podcasts. And if you don't like what you're hearing, then please just go ahead and mind your business. Follow us on Instagram at CourtCaptainsPod and email us your questions or comments at courtcaptainspod@gmail.com.
And don't forget to be the captain of your own court.
Mm,
We're back.
yes. We're back.
We're back.
All right. Bye.
Bye.